I find that a lot of the time, people associate car culture with all the money that people put into their performance cards for drifting, dragging, or aesthetics that don't really do much apart from turn heads, and they're not wrong in that. But I think that because of technology, people don't get to experience things like car culture to the point where we used to be able to. What I mean by that is the concept of memories versus technology. Now, what we got here is some footage of the 2016 Canadian Sport Compact Series. Now, if you ask me about it, I'd probably tell you about a couple of cars I saw there that really stood out for me, but overall, I don't remember much specifically. But I have footage of everything that happened that day. In contrast, last year I went to Tomoe for the first time, and I went on my own because I got tired of people saying, oh yeah, I'm up for that, but then expecting me to keep delaying the plans because they don't give a shit. Now if you're wondering where I'm going with this in relation to car culture, it's the drive. At the time I was driving a 2010 Forester, and while it wasn't fast, it was super comfortable and fun to drive, and I loved it. And while I don't have much footage of me driving up to Tomoe, I remember almost everything I passed and every interesting, quirky thing I saw. You see where I'm going with this? We live in an age where people record everything on a phone, but rarely do anything with those recordings. And even if they do, for example, upload them, they often forget about them within a couple of days. This summer, I've made it a mission of mine to bring back an aspect of the older days, which is to enjoy the moments you have with your car, because it can be so much more than just a performance machine. It's a catalyst. From shenanigans on a road trip to the time you need to take some space from everyone else, your car is going to be one of the few things to take care of you at any given time you need it to. When you go out and do stuff with your car outside of racing or drifting, it builds your relationship with it. And when you do things with your friends and your car happens to be the foundation of those things, it builds a relationship between your friends and your car. Yeah, I know, it's a machine, but at the same time, it's way more than that. Each one of those four-wheeled vehicles is capable of invoking powerful emotions in each of us depending on the circumstances. A car is a symbol and an icon. I mean, what of depends on who the car belongs to, but think of it this way. The relaxation that comes with seeing mom's blue Caravan pulling up at school to pick you up. Or the anxiety that might come from seeing a cop car outside your house after you get home from work. Whether you like it or not, regardless of if you want to admit it, car culture is very tightly intertwined with everyday life.